Good morning, sweet friends. I'm going to make a carrot salad for dinner today because we need carrots. We need carrots to make our eyes look good, work good, and so we're going to do that. And I'm going to put this big red apple in it right here, and I'm going to put some raisins, and I'm going to show you what to do with your raisins when they get dry. I feel like you already know, but I'm going to share that with you. So let's get started. Sometimes we just can't use our raisins up quick enough and they get dried out. So all I do is this. I put a little water in mine, just cold water, be fine. Let it soak for about an hour and they plump back up because you don't want dried up raisins in your salad. All right, so I've already washed my carrots, but I also like to scrape them. And I know a lot of you don't, but I like to. I don't want that old stuff on it. And so I'm just going to scrape them off real quickly. This was kind of a short one, isn't he? Mama used to make carrot and raisin salad all the time, but she never did put apples in it. And I really love apples in mine. And I like to use a good crunchy apple. I really prefer Honeycrisp. And a friend the other day gave me some apples. He gave me 4. And they're a mix between Honeycrisp and Gala, I think is what he said. And so that's a good thing. But anyway, I just do this, and we're going to use our food processor. But if you don't have a food processor, it's okay. You can just use your grater, your regular grater. It'll be a good thing. Anyway, I'm fixing this for dinner today. Everything in it's going to be healthy, but the mayonnaise. But it sure does make it good. You know how I love mayonnaise. And of course, there's going to be some of you that are critical today. You're going to say, don't scrape up all that good stuff on it. But then if I were to go to your house and look to see what you were doing, you're probably eating some boxed foods. And some things like that I don't eat. So, anyway. There were some people fussing at me the other day about how I didn't wash my collards. Well, Lord have mercy. I've never gotten sick of my cooking. Everything is always good and is always clean. Here's the thing. Those said they'd been washed 3 times. And you know what? Let me get my knife. What did I do with it? Let's see if this is it. Nope, that's not it. Wait a minute. Let me get it because I gotta have that special knife. If I can. He hides from me all the time. This one will work. I'm just gonna cut the ends off of it. But anyway, when anything that's bagged, like sometimes I buy frozen vegetables, I buy frozen butter beans, I buy frozen okra, peas, corn. Sometimes I buy frozen broccoli. And when they're frozen in that bag, here's what I didn't do. When they're frozen in that bag, I'm assuming that the company cleaned those things before they went in that frozen bag. Now, I don't know that for a fact, but I bet they did. And the same goes true with those collards. If they were in the frozen department, if they put that bag of collards that I had in the frozen department, would you wash it? Do you wash everything that's in the frozen department? Do you buy you some okra and wash it before you put it in your stew? Do you wash your butter beans that you buy in the frozen department before you put it in your soup or cook them? No, you don't. Well, I wouldn't think you would. I certainly wouldn't. All right, so now let's grade this up. Enough about the fussing. I don't like to fuss, do you? But the Bible tells us to look at things that are good and happy and joyful. And so that's what I try to do. All right, let's grade these carrots up. We're going to make us a quick little salad. We're going to think of our mamas while we do it because I bet your mama did it too. All right, here we go. I hope it's working. And it's not. Oh, I hadn't put this thing in there. I know what I hadn't done. You got to put this little thing in just a specific way. If you don't, it won't turn on. It will not turn on if you don't have it. I guess that's a child-proof thing. Got our carrots grated. I've got a pretty little bowl I'm going to put it in today. Isn't that pretty? Little glass bowl. Okay. Take our grater out. This little doodad right there. And there are our carrots. Put them in our bowl. Oh my word, I should have gotten a bigger bowl. I'm going to have to get out a different bowl and mix it up. There's no way I can get my apple and my mayonnaise and my raisins in there like that. I underestimated. Let me get a different bowl. We'll use this one. We'll just put it in here and get it all mixed up, and then maybe it'll go back in this pretty bowl. There we go. All right, now let's do our apple. Let's cut up our apple. Get us some light over here. My overhead light is broken, and I hate it, but it is, and I can't see anything. But anyway, my granddaddy worked at a tire company, working with tires and having to cut rubber, and this is a knife that he used at that place. You put your finger under that loop and put your thumb on that loop, and it holds your finger off the blade and it holds your thumb up. Of course, I just hold it like this. And I need to sharpen this thing. Glory me. Let me get me another knife. That will never work, ever, ever, ever. But that's the one that I found while ago to help. Y'all, I promise the next time I do this, I will have out my sharp knife to start with instead of having to look for it every time. So I'm going to cut it like that. And I'm going to go all the way around the apple and leave just the core in there. We'll give that to the chickens, but I'm going to have to get out the apple seeds. Hannah and I were reading the other day about peacocks and different birds, and it said that apple seeds specifically, were poisonous to them. And we did not know that. So I want to cut this. I'm going to leave my peeling on there, and I'm going to cut it in little skinny shapes like a what you call it? French fry. And then I'm going to cut them up like this. And that is going to be just perfect. Someone asked the other day, how do I clean my chopping block? Here's how I do it. I get me some good hot soapy water, and I wash it just like you would your chopping block. I mean your chopping board in your sink. You know when you wash your board in your sink, your board? Well, that's what I do. And I always use wood. I don't like to get that plastic because if you're using plastic, you see that a lot of the plastic is missing. Well, where do you think that is? Where do you think that plastic is? Huh? It's in your food. That's where it is. All right, we're just going to throw these in like that. And we're going to chop this like that. And we're good to go again. Anyway, Mother would just put raisins and all in hers. I have heard of people putting celery in theirs, which sounds good to me. I love celery. Some people don't, but I love it. All right. Yesterday I fixed y'all that tomato pie. And a lot of you said you had never tasted that before, but y'all, it's so good. And I know you'll love it. And it's a whole meal. So when you fix that, you don't have to, I'm going to turn you down. Somebody said the other day they couldn't see me. You don't have to fix anything else to go with your tomato pie because it's got everything in it but meat. I guess you could fry you some bacon to go on the top of it. It's got vegetables. It's got tomatoes. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go over here now and drain our raisins that we had soaking right here. Of course, mine were not really dried up. But in case yours are, you can do like this. Drain them off good. Let's put them in our salad. And then all we got left now is a mayonnaise. I don't put sugar in mine because the raisins are sugary and we just don't need to. Oh my goodness, this made a lot bigger salad than I had wanted to make. Let's get out our mayo. And I think I'm gonna have to open a new container of it. This looks like it's about had it. But we'll try to get it out, what we've got. It may be enough, but it doesn't look like it. This little spoon, I'm telling you, I use this thing all the time. I love it because it gets everything out of a container. Everything. Doesn't leave anything in it. Let's stir that around and see if it's going to be enough. You don't want to put too much in there. And your apples will not turn dark. That's why I waited to the end to do mine, because this mayonnaise is all over it. And that's not enough, so we're going to have to open some more. If I can. There we go. That little plastic top that's always on these things, I never can get it off. I have to cut it off like that. I have to go around with my knife and cut it off. I don't think there's an easy way to get it off. All right, here we go. Let's put one more dollop in there and see how that does. Wow, this will be good today. Sometimes there's a restaurant in town that always has carrot salad, and every time we go there, it's a buffet restaurant, and every time we go there, I get me some carrot salad because I know the ingredients in it are good. I know that it's homemade. It's real carrots, a real apple, and real everything else. All right, that's it. That's a plenty. See there? Let's put it in our pretty bowl, see if it'll fit. Now that I've got it all done up. And we'll put it in the refrigerator till I get everything else ready for lunch. I did a kind of a refrigerator clean out. Oh, not refrigerator. Freezer clean out last night, and I let some stuff thaw while I was sleeping. And what I let thaw was some chicken vegetable soup, and well, I'm gonna try to get it all in here. Yay! And I've got it in this big pot over here for lunch. I've been saying lunch so y'all to know what I'm talking about. It's actually dinner. Tonight is supper. But y'all know I don't cook a big supper. Not usually. Sometimes I do. But most of the time I don't. Okay, let's taste it. I want some apple, I want a raisin, and I want carrots. I want it all. And it's good. If you like yours extra sweet, put your little sugar in it. But I don't. I like mine this natural flavor right here. And it's mighty good. Now I'm going to cover it up. Let me show you what somebody gave me. Let me get them out. Somebody ordered me. This is a hair bonnet. It's plastic. They ordered them and told me that it's great for covering up bowls. Have you ever, you know what that's called? Using what you got. I'm telling you, aren't we something? Aren't we something? But anyway, you'd make you some of this, and that video that I put on the other day about tomato pie, well, yesterday, I think I put it on yesterday. It was so good. And my cousin came over here, George's cousin, and we sat over here at the little table, and we had tomato pie and water, ice water. And we talked and we ate. We couldn't just stop with one piece. We cut us another piece, so I only have a half of pie left today. And it's right here. We ate all the rest of it. But I'm going to let this get room temperature today, and right before we have dinner, I'm going to put it in the oven just for a minute or two to kind of get it warm. And we're going to have that and this. We're having a smorgasbord because I want to get my freezer cleaned out. We're going to have this big soup over here. Come over here and let you see it. It's got all kinds of vegetables in it, and I've got a lot of tomatoes. And I had made this up. Now, it didn't have potatoes in it, but I put the potatoes this morning. And the reason the potatoes were not in it, before then, this is a big stew, is because potatoes don't freeze well. They have a mealy taste. And right here, we've got a big pot of butter beans, and I like boiled okra in mine. So we've got that. And we've got those leftover collards from the other day, and the tomato pie, and now we've got a salad. And so I think that's a good thing. And I'm going to give all these scraps right here to Hannah's chickens. That's what I'm going to do. Y'all have a wonderful day, and I hope things go well for you today. I slept good last night, but I just woke up too early. I woke up at like 2:30. And I tried to go back to sleep, but I couldn't. So finally, I just got up. I got up. And I came in here and started doing things. And I ate some breakfast. This morning, I had a whole apple. And then I took some peanut butter and mixed, honey in it. Like you used to at school. You'd mix that up. And I used it like a dip. So I had peanut butter and honey and an apple. That was my breakfast. And then I went back there and I got ready for church today. And, of course, you won't see this today because I've already posted. What did I post today? Oh, I posted tomato pie. That's what I posted. And so tomorrow, which you're seeing it then, I'll do the carrot salad. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. And happy Sunday to you, even though it's Monday. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Love y'all. Bye-bye.